Hey, you guys. Um, I'm in good spirits this morning. Well, can't even say morning, this afternoon. I actually been up for a while. I've had a pretty decent day. I've been staying positive. I've been praying more. I've also back. I'm back meditating in the morning. I've got my sage and things going on. And y'all know these videos is about me growing into being a new person and sharing my side of what my growth is and me when I notice a growth within myself. And yeah, this is one of the videos where I'm not really proud of what I'm about to say, but it happened and it's what I've done, so it is what it is. I had my fun while it lasted. Anyway, getting to why I'm making this video. So today I had a conversation about me being young and wilding out back in my days when I was drinking, out here in the streets, just being young and single, coming fresh out of a breakup, only having one kid type era, years ago. In this conversation I had, it comes up about like making sex videos or whatever, and it being on the internet. So I'm not ashamed. Well, yeah, I'm not ashamed to say that I have a video out there surfacing with me giving a blowjob to my kid's father. Of course, I know how it got on the internet, but the fact that it's on the internet, and yes, I did it. We we did what we did. It happened. You know, I was during my relationship, and it came up in conversation because it's like when you talk about being young and the stupid crap you used to do just out of pure, I guess, just living or just not thinking. Because I wasn't thinking in the situation. I can't say I cared because I didn't. I can absolutely say I was drunk because I was. But in these moments of the things I have done in my past, it's like, yeah, nah, at the time I was laughing. I'm not gonna say I wasn't. Of course I was laughing. I didn't glamourify it. I didn't broadcast it and make it known to everybody. Anybody that know me personally know my sex life is a little interesting. Don't ask if you don't want to know because some wild things may come out of my mouth. Granted, like I said, I'm not ashamed of the things I have done, which is like, nah, I'm smiling because it's funny to me. It's funny because I've talked about coming out of a relationship. I got into my relationship, I was 18. I had my baby at 19. We spent the extra year together. After that, he got locked up. Became single. During that time, a year of that time, I waited for him to figure out where he was, where did he go, because I just know he got kicked out and he was living in the streets and he just stopped contacting me. And then I finds out he was locked up or whatever. I heard the story may go, but after, I want to say, probably like about the 9th, 10th month of him being gone, a sister had needs, you feel me? So I started talking to these guys, but I wasn't touching them. So when I finally touched somebody, it's like, we gonna do this while he gone because we ain't got nobody else. And he broke up with me and just left. And of course, drinking make you do some wild things. I'm not saying I did it basically off of drinking, but it was a heavy influence. And during that time, I had a lot of friends. I did wild things. And it used to be a secret of mine, but it's no longer a secret that I had older cats. And I used to go out and I wasn't having sex for money. Even though they were giving me twos and fews. I wasn't tricking or anything, but like they would buy me things, paying bills, that type of stuff, just to spend time with me and things like that. And the wild shit I used to do with them, it's like, hey I was out here clowning. Um the car sex, the public sex I've had, it's like, hey, was I doing it because I was just wilding out, or was it just me experiencing things I never experienced before? My answer to myself back then was always have a little fun, because I was always so mature and about business that I didn't know how to be a teenager. I didn't know how to be a young adult. Once I started having sex, I immediately ended up with a baby because I wasn't doing anything. I stayed away from that type of stuff. I did graduate, but I did everything out of experience because I wasn't experiencing nothing. I was going to school, going home. Then at some point I had my child, so it's like I'm taking care of this baby, I'm taking care of bills, I'm living with my mama, but I'm helping her do everything she needs to be done. I was too responsible at a very young age, so I wanted to be irresponsible for a time, and I did, and it got wild, like after hours. And I don't say too many one night stands because I only really had one night stand, and it wasn't really a one night stand because I knew the person. It just we only had sex once, but it was different. And fast forward until my kid's father getting out of jail. Once he did come home, I was still out here wild, and I still had my friends. And it's like at that time when he came home, I was involved with a married man. I'm not proud of that, but it happened. His wife left him, and I decided to give him a chance because we had grew up together. He was like one of my first boyfriends that I never touched, and this time I get a chance to touch him, so I took it. But while I was in a relationship with him, my kid's father came home, and I got back involved with him because at the time that's where my love was. And yeah, we recorded me doing what I did, and it surfaced to the internet. And I never knew back then that it was on the internet. I had a friend from work text me. He like inboxed me. I want to say on Facebook. It was either Facebook or Instagram. It was on one of them. He inboxed me. It was like, I seen a video of this girl and it looked like it might be you. So I'm like, it could be. He was like, wow. So then he sent me the link, and I'm looking at it myself like, oh snap, that is me. And then I just told her like, yeah. Now at first I told him before he sent it to me, like if she got blonde hair, then it might be. Then he sent me the link, and I just confirmed it like, oh bro, that is. So long story short, yes, I possibly have a video out there surfacing of me being naughty. But I mean, it was years ago. It's been out there for so long that I can't even care if my kids ever run across it. Let me say this. Even though I got kids, my kids know what type of mother I am. I don't hide that type of things for my kids. I have a 13-year-old that's going to be 14. So we have absolutely talked about sex. I have went into details with certain things about sex. Whether she wanted to know or not, I let her know. Me being a freaky person and who I am, I don't experience freakiness with everybody. I have to have some type of connection with a person, but they know that's a part of me that I say wild shit. I don't hide that from them, so they know if it's out there, it's out there. I'm not gonna lie to them like, oh no, that's not me. Hey, I was living, I was young. You gonna live and be young too. I can't judge you based off of what you did. I'm just hope that you learned something from it. And me, I did learn something. I learned that I was just out here doing because I was tired of being mature. I wanted the experience. And not only that, I didn't really have no real guidance. Like, I don't have no brothers to say, you not supposed to do that. Of course, I hung out with my guy cousins, but it's different because the bitches they brung around was doing the shit that I did. I got curious watching them do the ghetto goofy shit they were doing. So it's like, I got to experience what I judged, in a sense. And yeah, like I said, not a very proud mom. I don't regret anything, but I don't mean I'm proud of it. Like, it is what it is. I don't have no shame to it. I supposed to, but because it happened and I'm living in my truth and I don't lie to myself. Hey, it is what it is. It happened. Pictures of my boobs got put out there a long time ago out of spite. A man got mad, and the pictures he had of my boob, well, he took a picture of my boobs. And then when he got mad at me, he posted them. Somebody sent me those. they noticed my boobs and sent me those. Like I said, I was out here wilding. I'm not gonna say like I had thousands of men that I was sleeping with. Like, I'm not that type of girl, but I did have those type of moments. Like, I was always told a girl being a hoe was not the. It is the number of men that she sleep with, but it's also how she do things. And sometimes you can only sleep with 3, maybe. You don't even have to have that many. You don't have to have a high body count. It's the slut shit you do that makes you a hoe. And the slut shit I did, yes, I guess it qualifies me as a hoe because having sex in public, yes, I've done that. I've done it at a park. Well, I ain't gonna say a park because it's really like the Riverwalk, but whatever. Car sex everywhere. I've um I've had public sex a lot of places. Like, I lost my virginity on the front porch, which is wild. It's not. It's like, yeah, we were. I was. I want to say, yeah, I was 17, just graduated out of high school. Like, a week after graduating, after my graduation party, I had sex with the neighbor because I asked him what was sex, and he wanted to show me. And at that time, I felt like I was old enough to finally feel like what it is without it being trauma behind it. You feel me? Like, nobody had to take it from me. I willingly wanted to give it to him, like experience the right way of sex. So he showed me on the front porch. And yeah, I tried to tell my mom, didn't want to listen. So that's where the wild and after because my mom used to be going with my stepdad because he didn't stay with us and he was in his own place. So she used to spend more time over there. And that gave me time with the neighbors. So when my mom used to come home, it's like I couldn't see him. So we used to do sneaky stuff to get around that because he stayed next door. So fucking in the driveway so she won't come out the house or we could hear her. We did stuff like that. So me coming into my drunken days and partying and being with my guy friends that I'm dealing with, because like I said, I wasn't just out here sleeping with anybody. I was talking to these men 4 or 5 months. And yeah, it was a period of time where I was talking to like 3 or 4 men at a time, but only sleeping with 2. And yeah, I kept it at a 2-person minimum, so if anything happened, I know where it came from, one or the other. You feel me? Like, I want to be able to track. So I kept it like that. And as I lose a friend, I get to talking to another person. As I'm talking to him and I'm having sex with this person. So if the person I'm having sex with fuck up, then I start having sex with the person I've been talking to. It's their time to have sex with them because the other person had messed up. Me going through that rotation, oh my God. That's when I say I look at it and get wild, because I realized I was in a relationship and I had I had hella dick pics in my phone. Like, niggas still randomly sending shit, and I keep it just because it's like I'm used to it now. I used to get so many that I get used to it. But with the pictures back then and me doing the videos, because I was into that type of stuff. Now, that's before they start exposing women. This was like a new era coming in. Like, it was our generational era. They was making videos and like Cam did in Paid in Full, how he fucking bitches on camera and he showing his homies. When it got to that point, I stopped doing them. I didn't do many. I did it with my kid's father because we was in a relationship. I did it with one of my friends because, well, I recorded it on my phone, which just gave me like a trust, but my phone ended up getting stolen. So that happened. But then I only restricted it really to my relationships. Like, only times I did the videos and it's the actual weird wild shit was with my kid's father. No videos. That's most of my videos. Honestly, I only got one video outside of him. And yeah, I sending pictures and should I send my picture to anybody? Shit, Jesus, I ain't gonna say that. I'm gonna take that back. I'm not gonna use Jesus. But I say anybody important, anybody like, I don't care. I feel like everybody should see my body. I know it's a bad thing, But if you ask to see it, that's on you. I'm seeing, I'm not hiding my body. At one point, I mean, if I was to get money for it, it is what it is. I never judged nobody with the OnlyFans because shit, I was sending my shit for free. Like, I don't care. What's the worst that could happen? You gonna post my shit, they gonna say what they gotta say about it, they gonna talk about my body. It is what it is. But you post the right video, then you free advertisement, my nigga, you gonna have these niggas in my inbox. So either way, I'm not ashamed. I'm I'm at the age in life where if I do something, there's no shame behind it because I really don't give a fuck what people have to say. I did this for my own pure fun and my own entertainment. It is what it is. However the fuck you feel about it. But enough with me talking about my adventures of being young and wild and just making videos and sex videos and stuff like that, and it being a known thing. Of course, I'm grown. I will only send it to my husband. I'm no longer sharing that part of me with just random people anymore. I've shut that part of my world down. But if I do get a husband, just know them videos gonna be on deck lit. Anywho, enjoy your day. Of course, as you can see, I have to go to work. And I hope that you guys stay positive. Talk to you guys later.